are live. Would have been right on time had I not gotten stuck in Wi-Fi that I didn't want to get stuck with. So let me do a couple things. Turn on the live chat. I'm getting better at this, see? I'm getting better at this stuff. Don't want to share anything. Don't want to add anything. At least 1 minute of the video. See, I'm trying to make clips again. I'm not getting better at this. No. So how's it going? Anybody do anything awesome? I'm just messing with the stuff here as usual. I'm just gonna go back to normal. Boom. Checkity check. Check 1 2. This is live stream episode 8. So yeah, episode 8. Fantastic. My name's Ryan Resells. This is, Ryan Resells Infinity. This is our 8th live. Normally going live on Sundays at 6:15-ish, 6:30-ish, but today some stuff came up, so we're just doing this now. I rescheduled a couple different times. No big deal. Hopefully people will hop on. The regulars will start hopping on. There's 2 people. Vertical Live is in the feed, so we should have some people hopping on, hopping off. And let me know if the stream is looking okay or if it looks bad. I guess just comment if it looks bad. I would have been right on time, too. It hooked up to another Wi-Fi. I had to disconnect it. I was close to. 5G is better. 5G is better than some Wi-Fi connections. Anyway, what is going on? What's going on, you say? Truck snacks? Hot spicy Cheez-Its? I'm an idiot. So, anything new in reselling? There's 3 people in the chat. I think I've got everything set up for all. Yes. Okay. So, what's been going on with everybody? Anything good? Anything great? Spectacular? Any good buys? I've had some pretty awesome ones. Some routers have been coming on sale. I've been grabbing some of those. Found a couple of Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I don't remember what Jurassic we're on now at the moment, but it's one of them. But yeah, some good ones there. How you guys liking the new videos? Any comment? Thumbs up? A infinity sign in the chat. We are at 495 subs. 495 subs, y'all. 495. That's pretty spectacular. We are about 900 hours short. Well, maybe 800 hours short of probably closer to 800, maybe a little less. It's the metrics aren't, up to date. So they're usually a week behind, 4 or 5 days usually. And so you don't really know, especially when a lot of stacked videos are coming out. So you don't really know what the hours are until they compile the new numbers. But I think we're at 2,200 hours and we need 3,000. So we need about 800. So like I said, throw it on when you're doing your whatever. Just hit it on mute. I don't care. I mean, my face isn't really on there that much. You can just put it on a playlist and just let it play. Put on a shorts list and let it ride, Play all. You don't have to like them. You don't have to do anything. We just need to get those watch hours up. That is the main thing. Watch hours up. What else is new? I did not have a chance to write anything down. I've got no notes, man. I'm ill-prepared for this live. Let's see. A couple of decent stores. Meijer, of course. Walmart's been coming through here and there. I've been snagging a lot of deals at Staples. Can't really show you those. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's still some printer stuff at Staples. So, if you know what I'm talking about, you can get, I think they're doing, what are they doing? $30 or something like that. $30 on 50, something crazy. You spend 50, you get 30 back. It's some kind of crazy thing. 3,000 points for every $50 spent, something like that too. There's a bunch of different interchangeable ones. They're starting to get hip to some of this because they just kind of changed over the way they do stuff at Staples. But yeah. A couple of things. Let's see. 4 people in the chat. Does the chat look good? Can I get like a infinity sign? Yeah, give me the infinity sign. Infinity sign? Your little emojis. I don't know if you can do it if you're like on a laptop. Maybe not. Hi. What's up? D-key? Chat look all right? Yes, I assume it does. Anyway. What's up, Reno? So, yeah. So I was going to talk about a couple of things that just popped in my head. You know, old duder's head here. A couple of things were IP complaints. A couple people were like asking about IPs in one of the comments, I believe, about Meyer, like going over some of the things in Meyer that might give IP complaints. IP complaints are crazy. I don't know where this thing is coming from, but I like it. Let's see, the IP complaints. So what I do for certain things, so like I know certain things, right? So here's how you know if you're going to get, yeah, I say a lot. So, IP complaints. The way you can avoid IP complaints a lot of times is by not getting on listings that just the brand is on, right? That's very simple to figure out. When you go on a listing and it just has the brand, do not, I'm going to cuss on this live just so everybody knows. I'm doing good. How you doing? Just so you know, I'm going to cuss on this live, right? So if there's like kids or little kids or whatever, this is not for kids. So there shouldn't be anybody on this. You should not be on that fucking listing, right? You should not be on that listing. All right, you're okay, right on. So you should not be on that listing if it's only the brand, okay? Stay the fuck away from it. Do not get on it. If you watch through the Keepa chart and it shows, you know, how many sellers have been on it, and you can see that it just goes like this. That means that everybody got kicked the fuck off except for the brand. That means the brand's kicking everybody off. Do not get on those listings. Another way you can check listings is, I'm not going to promote another thing. There's a couple that you can use, but I'm not going to promote a paid subscription. So I'm not going to do that unless I use it personally, and I don't use these guys. There's a free one called Greenlight, I believe it's called. Greenlight.com, something like that. It might be .something. Message retracted. What you saying? What are you saying? Something crazy? You saying crazy stuff? What, you taking all your messages off? I don't even know why it's doing that. It's wild. Are you like doing crazy stuff? See, you got booted. D-key, you got booted. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you doing stuff? That wasn't me. I didn't do that. Anyway, I can see what you said, maybe. I don't know. Put user in timeout. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Somehow the messages got retracted. I don't know how. Anyway, I'm just making clear. You're just making clear that you're old enough to be on this live. Fantastic. I hear you. I don't know what you said, but sure. So back to what I was talking about. Was greenlight.com, I believe is what it is. You can go on there and type in different brands, and now obviously they don't have every single brand, but it will give you the most common IPs if they have them, the most common complaints if they have them, if they send cease and desist letters, if they, you know, give you an IP, if they try to, you know, do something else, right? Counterfeit or something, say something crazy. There was a patch there where brands, instead of fucking around doing Amazon's brand stuff, they would just try to pretend like you were selling counterfeit shit. So they would send a counterfeit claim, right? And you get hit with a counterfeit claim, even though your stuff's not counterfeit. And then you'd have to prove somehow that it wasn't counterfeit. Yeah. So 8 people in chat. Awesome. 1 thumbs up. Can we get some thumbs up? I've already dropped a ton of knowledge already. There's 2 gems for you. Gems. Keep it chart, right? And then also the green light. That's 2 pearls of wisdom that you don't get most of the time on other lives or other resellers' lives. What else? What is an easy other way of knowing that a brand gives IPs? Experience, right? So you know what not to sell sometimes, like from watching other resellers, what they've gone through. Yeah. So you know what to say, and what to kind of list and what not to list. There's a couple that do. So like, let's see, Targus, HP, a couple other ones. They want you to be in their reseller branding, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, they want you to basically pay to play, to register with them and to do whatever so that they can somehow keep track of you. I don't know. Who knows? You know what I always wondered was how eBay gets away with not having anything like that. Like, how does eBay get away with that? It's weird. It's weird to me. Like, you can sell Apple products on eBay. You can sell Amazon stuff on eBay. It's weird. And no other platform can you do that, They just won't let you. So, what's up, JP? How goes it? This person, look at DK. I'm going to or DKey. I don't know. Much love. I don't know, JP. Thank you. I'm sure that was you. D key. I don't know what you keep putting in there. You're trying to make clear. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. It's D key. Okay. Like, what do you keep putting in there? What do you keep putting in there? All your messages keep getting redacted, retracted. Well, you work for the government? What's up? There's another one. Message retracted. Is that you doing that? I don't even know. This is getting live in this live. Let's get real live. No. Okay. I'm not doing it either. So you're doing something crazy. And my stuff isn't really set to bad words or anything. So unless you're trying to like put links in there or something like that, you can't really put links in. You can't put, links to stores or, whatever. So I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, what else was I talking about? So, I was saying IPs, right? IP complaints. Talking about IPs and air. Oh, all right. Yeah. You can't put in links and stuff. So IPs, right? Counterfeit, all that stuff. That's another easy way. If anybody else has got an easy way, also another easy way to, explain, or if they've got better ideas, go ahead and tell me. I'm always up to the list, to find something new if there's something new. But that greenlight.com, I believe, is what it's called. You can just Google like Greenlight. It's like all one word, like IP Greenlight, and it'll tell you. You just put in the if you're like really uncertain, you know what I mean. But like I said, most of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Like when you first start, you don't really know. So like when you first start reselling, you don't really know what you can sell, what you can't sell, other than what Amazon allows you to sell, especially if you're on Amazon. If you're on eBay, you can sell whatever, right? There's very little restrictions other than certain weird things that they've got on there that say weird words. You can't sell, things that say the word GU with a N at the end. I don't think you can. And there's like all these weird, restrictions, like small little things, but nothing crazy. So the other platforms like Walmart and what's up? Hello. Gosh, golly. All the other Walmart, eBay, I don't really know about Posh or about Whatnot or about things like that. I don't really know. what they do. Macari, I don't really know what their parameters really are because I don't really sell on there. But I know that Amazon and Walmart, they have a ton of restrictions when you first start, right? So you're not going to be able to sell much of anything, right? They have whole categories, not fuck a brand. So they've got whole categories. And so you're going to be limited. But you're only limited for a while. You just have to scan a shit ton of stuff. And then you start learning patterns, right? So if you're good at that stuff, you can start being good at it. If you're not good at it, it's going to take you longer. And I can't really help you with that very much, a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, so there's going to be, trial and error if you first start reselling. Like anything else, you're gonna have, ups and downs. Some things you're going to be able to find that you can sell, and you'll be the only one that can find them. And then sometimes you won't be able to find anything, and that's just how it is sometimes. Especially with retail arbitrage, you can try OA if you want. If you want to waste a lot of time, sitting on a computer doing OA forever and ever and a day because you don't know what you're looking for, you can do that, right? I would suggest, if it was me, you guys can do whatever you want. But you need to go into some stores and start scanning a bunch of shit. You can start at your house. But scan a bunch of shit. JP, sales were slow for me Thursday, and then where I live and had severe storm, and what do you know? Bam! Numerous sales, but not any electricity for printing my labels for 2 days. Oh, man. That is awful. That is awful. Yeah. JP, is this, I can't remember, is this like you and your husband? Am I right about this? Or is JP a guy? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm terrible. Even if I met you in person, I'd still be like, what's up, JP? And then I would immediately forget your name, right? That's terrible. It's terrible. It's just how my brain works. I don't know. It doesn't work like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes, chick with a husband. That's what I thought. Okay, so I was right. See? Yeah, it's getting it. So, yeah, that sucks for that 2 days. Yeah, you had bad storms. Yeah, we had bad storms too. It's hot as hell today. Luckily it's not super humid, but yeah, it's like the weather's just been nuts, up and down, storms all over the place, everywhere. So tornadoes and starting early this year, I guess. Something. So what else? Anybody else? Reno, you usually have something you want to chit chat about. What's been going on with everybody? What do you guys sell on? What platforms do you guys sell on? I mean, anybody who's new that's in the chat that I don't already see or remember. If you're new or if you're just getting started, just, say that. Nothing? Okay, right on. You just looking for clearance deals? Clearance deals. Deals and steals. Deals and deals. Posh and eBay. There you go. Walmart is getting a little busy. It is like busy, like as in sales, or busy as in like competition? Poshmark and eBay. Didn't you say you were getting ready to stop doing Poshmark? I told you to switch to Macari, right? I don't know about Posh. I don't know if it's good or bad. Yo, what up? So, yeah, you did. Right. Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying there's no seller fees. You know what I mean? Like, no seller fees. And I told you about, did I tell you about how to, there's different, there's different, I'm definitely, look at, I don't know what you're putting in there, but if you keep putting like 3 or 4 dots in here, I'm definitely going to put you in a timeout there. D key. Yeah. I mean, if you got something to say, just say whatever, right? Don't just put dots. We see you. Yeah, JP. Macari has no seller fees, right? We already talked about that. But there's a there's a way to port all your listings to different platforms. It mean quit? Quiet? What? What does it say? I don't know. Yeah. So derailing this thing. You're derailing this thing, D key. So yeah. So Macari no seller fees, the mirroring program. I don't know if I could tell you guys what that is. I mean, I use it for my. I might have already done it. Did I already let it slip? I don't think I did. What I use to do all my listings on eBay. So I use basically like a listing platform, right? That does both, so you can switches both, so that it has like all my Amazon stuff goes on to eBay, right? So yeah, and so yeah, it's a monthly fee. It's a thing. I'm thinking about switching. I found a better one, and I think that for the money, this one will do all. Here's the crazy thing: is I want to do this where it does all of them. Right? It's too hard to handle all this stuff. But if you do FBA and if you do WFS, then you should be able to um, manage it because they have multi-channel fulfillments. And if you don't know what multi-channel fulfillment is, then you should learn. There's a bunch of videos about it. If you want to ask me, I'll tell you. It's kind of complex. Not really. It's fairly simple. But basically, you link all your inventory to whichever one you have, and whatever platform you're selling on, or whatever listing you're cross-listing with, and they will ship it for you. So WFS will do the same thing. Amazon will do the same thing. And I don't know if eBay has a setup for that. I haven't really looked. But yeah. So you could do that. Everyone could do that. 5 people in the chat, 2 thumbs up. What's up, everybody? Ryan Resells Infinity here. Like, share, subscribe. Just watch, right? We just need the watch hours now. Subscribers are easy to get. I get a ton of subscribers through shorts, right? Appreciate it. Thumbs up. We get a ton of subscribers through shorts. So what we don't get is enough watch hours through it does have a lot of watch hours. I mean, we've got a lot of watch hours for how short the channel is been on. I see other people that have very few. Yeah, almost 500. Almost 500. I know. Let's go. Let's fucking do this thing. Do the damn thing. Yeah, 4 or 5. The problem with that, Reno, is we need more watch hours. We need about 800 more watch hours. So I'm putting it on your shoulders. I expect every TV in your house to be playing all your friends' houses. You know what I mean? Just hours and hours. Multiple accounts. No, they find out about that stuff. You can't cheat YouTube. They find out about that stuff. Anyway, what else is up? I don't know. At the beginning of the live, I said so we started to get some more routers, more ink, more routers. Staples. It's got some deals on printers still. They still have their 50. What is it? Spend 50, get 30 back, or something like that. Spend 50, get 30 back, $30 back, something like that. 25. There's some other spend 50, I think 3,000 points, which I can't remember how much that equates to again. But yeah, there's some decent stuff going on. Some staples have Lego also. Yeah, interesting, huh? I've been watching your shorts just now. Nice, appreciate you. Those are fairly interesting, huh? What do you guys think about my thumbnails as of late? Are my thumbnails on point? Are they? What did the kids say? Check my fit. What do the kids say? Right? Oh my gosh, it's terrible. New software for Walmart, like Keepa, Martyr, huh? Did we talk about this last time, Reno? We talked about this last time. What you got? I almost have to start putting paid promotions in here. Did you talk about that last time? No, really? Is this a new one you found? A new one you found for Walmart? Is this like inventory lab for Walmart, or is it like you're saying it's like the Keepa? That was Data Spark. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yep, yep. As you can see, I didn't look it up. Didn't look it up. Walmart has a decent little setup though. If you go into Walmart and look at the top sellers and stuff too, you can really narrow quite a bit of stuff down. They give you quite a bit of information, and you can do that in Amazon, but it's just so much shit, you know, just so much on Amazon. And the other difference is there's so much white label stuff on Amazon. You start getting like in the clutter, but with Walmart, there's not really a whole lot of that, at least that I've seen. But um, Reno, I think you joined the Discord too. Not like anybody's on the Discord really. You could definitely make it a lively place. Make it a lively place. There's just too many things. There's too many things. When I walk in, the smell is good, dude. Walmart. When you walk in, the smell? The smell smells good? Really? Like the way Walmart smells? Yes, I did. Yeah. I don't know about the smell in Walmart. I'm not really sure about how well it smells in a Walmart. Um, Kohl's. That Kohl's I was in smelled like old ladies. Smelled like old lady perfume. I was like, ugh. It's like as soon as I walked in, it was like a bingo hall or something. Like a Foursquare, 4-H hall or something. TJ Maxx, yeah, right. Yeah, I know. They're like, oh, dude, just keep your head down. Over here, just looking at hair straighteners, curling irons. Smells like that. Yeah. Yep. Oh man, I was agitated. I don't know if did I already put that one out about the TJ Maxx that I was in. I think I made that one even nicer than it was. I think I was cussing throughout that whole one. I think I said I was going to cut it out, and I didn't. I never did. I was bitching the entire time about that place. It was this other TJ Maxx that I've gone into before, and that's the one. And I just sometimes I can really find a lot of stuff there though, and so that's why I keep going in, because they will deep discount a lot of stuff, and a lot of it just never gets taken by them, and so I like go in there, but a lot of times the shit is just ransacked, and so it just is agitating. So I was bitching about whatever. Shit was all ripped apart, stupid expensive. Yeti stuff that was ripped apart and opened. And do you always not breathe when people walk by? No. No. Uh, yeah, I definitely. I don't know. People don't bother me really, so I try to appreciate everyone unless they smell bad. I would definitely tell them if they smell bad though. I mean, in public, I don't know. Maybe if it's really bad. If it's really bad, I would. Anyway, reselling 101. Let me be your guide. Let me teach you. The guru, sensei, grasshopper, ways. The Sensei Seagal. Is anybody watching any of that Seagal stuff? It is hilarious. Steven Seagal. This guy that I watch, Space Ice. Oh my goodness. Space Ice. It is absurd. It is absurd. He starts talking about this is the movie where Steven Seagal shows the world, and it's just so funny. So funny. He just does like stupid reviews about Steven Seagal movies, but all action movies, awesome. But Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, how he's such a badass and all this stuff. So if anybody thinks about checking it out, they should check it out. I can't see it. I can't see what it shows. I can't see it. It's like some kind of figure, but I don't know if I can tell what it is. I can't see what it is. Let me turn up the brightness. Is it going to be better? Brightness, bro. What is it? I still can't see it. What is that? A grasshopper. It's brown. It's a fucking brown grasshopper, right? Oh, like it's like it just blends into the screen. It like is see through. I hear you. I got you. And I'm the grasshopper, right? Am I the grasshopper? uh, so I had a couple of misses. Couple of misses. I was trying to get a lot of these people like to fuck around too much. I do off platform, so I like grab some stuff off platform, and like in your normal realms, Facebook, your normal whatevers you can get. I purchase stuff on platforms. There you go. So yeah, so like different platforms and stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, so I go, and this is like nothing really against them. I think that this was a couple that, and I'm not going to like name names or whatever, but this is a couple that had resold in the past, and they had a lot of things. Like when I say a lot, I don't mean like the number. I mean a lot, like as in a bundle, a lot of. They called them skids, 2 skids, but they weren't really skids. They were just some boxes with some stuff in it, right? The original price was $1,500, and then they brought it down to $1,000, and then it was $500 or best offer. And so I was like, well, let's go there. I saw some stuff that piqued my interest in PS5 games sealed, right? PS5 games, some Halo action figures, some what else was it? A couple other things, Mandalorian stuff, like just action figures. Some of the bigger ones, some of the ones that haven't been out in a while, because and when that happens, you're able to get them, and then obviously there's like less competition because this person has held them for so long that toy is no longer easily available, and so the amount of sellers is down. You can usually the price is back up and it's not tanked, and there's no chance of anyone getting it again for a while. And so yeah, so I go there, meet them, go over the whole thing, blah blah blah, say here's the lot that I want. Now for the haggling, I'm pretty straightforward and open. All right, now's the fun part. Here's where we haggle, right? So I say a number. They say a number that is way high, right? And I'm like, okay. And then I was going to counter, and then they were like, oh, well, first of all, they laughed at my offer. I'm like, oh, whatever, that's fine. I don't really care, right? Fine with that. And but I'm like, there's only maybe 20 items here, right? So 20 items here, and they're like, oh well, this one is $70. You can resell this for $70. And I said, but you can't, right? Or you could. I don't really try to be an asshole, right? But just because you say you can resell this for $70 doesn't mean that this is actually worth $70. And even if it was, that's not how the market works, right? Just because I buy said thing and I say this is worth $70, right? You have to find the market for that, right? And also it doesn't account for shipping and the fees and blah 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 blah. And I'm also paying money for this item. So long story short, I guess, is I walked away from that. They said they had one other person coming. They said that he was going to buy everything for $500, and I said, well, you should absolutely take that deal. Because I initially offered $50 for the 20 items, right? So 20 items, okay, for $50, okay? Now they're PS5 games and blah, 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 whatever. And I probably would have gone up to maybe 75, 100-ish, right? For some of the things because they were going to sell decently well. But I wasn't going to pay more than, $5 an item, really, $5-10 per item. Some were a little, not in the mintest of mint condition. And so, yeah, but also this is kind of my point, I guess, is you have to also know when to walk away. So know when to walk away. And yeah, don't always think you have to buy everything just because you drove there or just because you went to this store. When you're sourcing, you can walk the fuck out of the store with nothing. Don't always buy everything. Don't talk yourself into buys, Don't talk yourself into a buy that you don't need to make just because you think you need to, get inventory. Like, we're just going to buy it because we need inventory or whatever it is. You don't need it. So if you don't think you're going to make your money, absolutely don't do it. It's not a break even. Why go put yourself through all the trouble just to break even? Obviously, you have to break even sometimes. You're going to break even, right? You break even, that's better than losing money for certain. That is better than losing money, but you'll lose money too. So here and there, right? I mean, you're going to lose money here and there. You take a loss, right? Take an L, take a whatever. Take it up to something. That was a good ramble for 10 minutes. I walked out of a store because it's not a good buy. You make the money on the buy, right? Yep. And you're out less money for certain. You're out less money when you don't make a bad buy. Buy all those, pack them up, right? Send them in, and then end up either breaking even, and because you're losing money because you've lost money. You can break even, but your time and your whatevers, and so you basically lost money rather than just not purchasing the item altogether and mitigating your loss in that thing, because you will absolutely miss every shot you don't take. So people are like, well, I just go to that many stores and I don't go to this. How do you know these stores have anything? You don't. So you go to the stores because there's a fucking possibility that you'll walk out of there and make $1,000 or $5,000 or whatever. I've hit home run after home run, pallets of Keurigs, pallets of, all kinds of stuff. And you'll walk out of there and go, every single thing I pulled off that shelf is $100 profit, But sometimes you'll also try to, trick yourself into making a buy, even though on a hope, on like a feel. Some of it's feel and some of it's like a feeling. Sometimes you get a feel for shit. But sometimes you like on a hope that something's going to sell and it doesn't. And so try not to do that to yourself. I'm mostly talking to myself when I say that. It happens to be often. I feel like this is going to sell. I feel like it is. Then immediately Amazon's on it for some magical. It wasn't on it when I was looking at it, but still magical. It wasn't on any of the stuff. Nothing on Keepa. As soon as I get on it, Amazon's all the fuck over it. Tanking the price for $6 or something stupid. Goodness. Anyway, 37 minutes, 4 people on, 4 thumbs up. Is there anybody else that has any questions in this live? Sorry I was on so late, guys. Like I said, something came up, 7:45. Sorry about that. Normally it would be like 6:15, 6:30. What's everybody think about my thumbnails? You guys like my thumbnails? Bro, I'm getting serious about these thumbnails, all right? This is serious business. That's why I double check with my feelings with software, right? I thought you said my feelings software. I was going to laugh my ass off. Yeah. That's why I double check with my feelings with software. Yeah. For sure, man. For sure. The old feeling software. Keep them coming, thumbnails. I know. What about these ones? Yeah. Oh. Oh my goodness. Turning into one of those people. It's happening slowly but surely. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. They start turning you into one of them. A creator. Wow. Do you guys think the video length should be longer or shorter? Like the length of the videos should be shorter or longer? Do you like the way they are longer? Do you like how some of them are short, some of them are long? I always think sometimes that some of them are too long. But I also, when I was watching, I still watch other people, I prefer longer content because I'm just looking for that little nugget that I can find that they found or that they saw, they swiped by and didn't actually see it, and I see it in the camera, and I see that, this item is whatever, and I'm like, ooh, it's at that store. And then I'm like, and that reminds me, oh, I've got to look at that store. I forgot that thing that sells is at that store, Yeah, as long as you're buying and selling, mix them up with the time. Right. Yeah. And it's just whatever it is. And these are cold. I go into them not knowing anything. So, like some of them, I don't get a damn thing, So some of them I don't get anything. Some of them I get a good amount of stuff. And I do hold back on some of the stuff I can show. Like Bondo is interesting. I know, brother. I know. That Bondo. Yeah, that price is tanked. Since then. It's gone quite a bit down. Tricia Richmond. Awesome. I guess you didn't have to put your last name, but it's already in, Renaud Richmond. So what's up, Tyresha? Is that how you say it? Tyresha? Trisha? How's it going? Welcome to the Reseller Live. Ryan Resells Infinity, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. You don't really have to like, share, and subscribe. You can, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I can't make you do nothing. I can't make you do anything. Talk about all things reselling. I'm Ryan. I resell on Amazon, Walmart, and eBay, and do FBA, WFS. I go into retail stores to show you RA, retail arbitrage, clearance deals, things you can find and resell on your own. Don't show you everything, but I show you a lot. And I do not bullshit about stuff. So network routers are good money until they send them back open. Yeah, that's the fucking problem with that shit. They steal the Cat 5 out of them. Yeah. And that pisses me off too. The problem is with those routers is that they just don't know what they need. You know what I mean? I've done it before too, where I'm like, oh, this is this. But then I'm like, damn it, I don't need a cable, I need a cable modem instead of this. And I'm like, And so I get it. But opening it isn't the worst part. Like just destroying every single thing in it and then taking shit or leaving shit out is the worst. Then you're like, okay, so it's just not new. And then it doesn't sell for anything. Right, then I sell them on eBay, open box. Me too. Yep. For a third or a fourth of the price that you normally would sell them for. You're like, boom, $250. And then you're like, oh, $35 on eBay. Even though there's nothing wrong with the thing, Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I try to do, I set mine up also or I've gotten them back where they've got the label and the customer slapped the label right on the face of it and just mails it in the box back to Amazon. Then Amazon cuts off the label of it, and then they put another label on it, and then they send it back to me like that. I'm like, what is this thing? It's destroyed. Just razor knife, square cut, rectangle cuts out of it everywhere, all over the box. Bananas, man. So yeah, that's the worst. Those routers are the worst. And then it's big money. Routers are big money, especially, the higher end ones. What I like is the cellophane wrapped ones, the ones that are wrapped in cellophane. Those are nice. Some of the other ones are not. But yeah. What else was I going to say? I don't remember what I was talking about. Something. Lost my train of thought, man. So anyway, 44 minutes, 495 subs on this channel. We are balling like a baller. I remember on some of you guys remember when I was like, I got like seven subs, man. We got 12 subs. We got 15, 16 subs. I never even thought I'd get that many. But yeah, I changed up the way that the videos are edited. You guys saw those now. You said you guys saw those. Do you like those previews? Badass shirt. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So do you guys like the way the videos are with the preview, right? So that preview, you know how I do the preview, like, you know, hit like the first 3 rough kind of items that are in the store that we're checking out. You know, those don't always pan out, but like that catch at the beginning to give you an idea of what the video might possibly entail prior to watching the entire video. Does everybody like that? Anybody like that? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a badass shirt. This is an old shirt. Get you into the video. Yeah, that's what I thought too. You know, just like a little, you know, suck you in, a little draw. You know, bringing the draw. 45 minutes. I don't know what else is up. Nothing really. Nothing up on my end other than what I already said about the routers, Inc. A couple other things. Let's see. Yeah, that Bondo was a good one. That Bondo, that price tag, but I just found that on a whim. There's a couple lead sites that I've been looking at. Like I used to do BrickSeek all the time until Brick suck. You're back. Fantastic. What's up? Talking about lead sites and things like that. Like there's a ton of like these there's a ton of these like Facebook things and all these other things. You restricted again. I'm back, dup, and then it's message retracted. I feel like that's you doing it. Oh, killing me. So there's a couple that I'm looking at, and I'll let you guys know if I even attempt to do them. We used to do BrickSeek back in the day until Brick sucked. That's what I said. And then they just fell off. You know what I mean? Then you couldn't get inventory counts, and then you couldn't. Gotcha. Yeah, I saw that. You're all right. We got what you're saying. And then you couldn't get inventory counts. You couldn't check stores, and it was just like limited amounts, you know, because Walmart had just basically cut them out, and they launched mostly the, you know, their WFS and all that stuff for Walmart. And so they kind of cut all their inventory searches out, so you couldn't just start reselling clearance on Walmart. And so, or stealing, like finding out where the stuff was from the store. Now you still can do that. I don't know. I've been like messing around with BrickSeek a little bit, trying to see if it works, and I might do some stuff. Also, what do you guys think? There's only 3 people. I could have done it when there was more, I guess. But what do you guys think about going live in a store? We've talked about this before. Do you guys want to go live in a store? Do you guys want to go live in a store? Like, where I go in and I say, basically like a video where I show, you know, what it is too. Here's my, I've seen much. I've seen very much. And so going live in a store where I do the exact same thing, basically video myself looking at the deals. Do you find the hidden clearance at Walmart? Yes, live is fun, right? Yeah. Are you asking me if I find it? Do you find the hidden clearance at Walmart? Yes, live is fun. Yeah, I find hidden clearance at Walmart. Yeah, all the time. Find all kinds of stuff. I ran 3 months ago or 2 months ago or something. I renewed my scan and go, buddy. My scan and go. You just need it. For a while there wasn't anything in Walmart. I was tired even going in Walmart. There was nothing to be had. And it wasn't enough to even pay attention to. Now they've got some stuff that's kind of all over the place. So if you know where to look, and we can start getting into little other stuff. There was a I just go to random aisles, right? Yeah, so you kind of got to hit, but you can. I'm not going to tell you like how you can do it, right? So you do you, right? You do whatever is easiest for you. I do not hit random aisles. I still scatter around like here and there, depending. Like it depends on if I'm at a store and and I don't care about time, right? Like, so sometimes you go to places or towns or cities or whatever where you're like, I'm hitting boom, 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 boom. I've got these 3 more to hit in this area. And then I'm going to, 3 different kinds of stores, right? 3, 4 different kinds of stores. Then I'm going to hit an Ollie's. Then I'm going to hit this. Then I'm going to hit that, right? So then I wouldn't fuck around usually and just hit random miles. But if this town that I've driven 20 minutes to or 30 minutes to or whatever it is only has 2 places to stop at or just the one, right? I will then try to make that trip worth it to, eke out some profit, obviously, to eke out some profit and find that, hidden thing that is difficult to find. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know if I should tell you guys all these things. I do have a lot of secrets. I do got a lot of secrets. Some of the craft stuff, right? So go in the crafting section. There's some art stuff. There's some stationaries. There's some different things. Some calculators. There's a ton of different things that you can check on to see whether it's good or not. And you do that very quickly, and you can find out whether it's good. And that kind of like, you kind of like a hound dog, like a hound of Baskerville or whatever it is, Sherlock style. Craft paint. It's interesting. Yes, yeah. Oh, craft paint. Yeah, I was thinking like craftsman paint. I'm like, didn't know they did that, but yeah, craft paint. Yep, crafting stuff. Women do, Hobby Lobby stuff. There's a ton of stuff like that. Cricut, of course. The big name stuff. Cricut. There's a lot of cool things like that you would not think. I know that there's a lot of jackassery going on in eBay about fucking postcards and all this crazy shit. I'm not saying you can. I'm not saying you can't. You can fuck around doing that stuff all day, I guess. And the next hottest fad that everyone hops on is going to be the next whatever thing. Just chilling, drinking me a wine. Nice. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of getting dark. I started that late. 52 minutes ago started it. See, normally it's not this dark. Anybody else got anything? 52 minutes. We'll wrap this thing up. Wrap it up. Any questions for me? Anything that anybody wants to know? What is the number one thing I've sold this month? What is the item that go live? Make sure you set up a specific time so people can jump on and watch you. Yeah. No, okay. Right on. Yeah, I think going live in stores is something we should possibly do. Would you still like to do this as well? Should I go live more often, do this, and then also go live in the stores? But I've got to let people know so they can hop on and off. Because my times would be random. Like some of these people got jobs. They like work regular jobs. And so the times that I go live, it'd be like middle of the day, 1 o'clock or something, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, maybe before or after my Sonic or Panda Express. It just depends. Sonic Icy, not Sonic Food. With nerds in it. Go live, but let people send you ideas. Right. Okay. Like which store, like the ideas of which store I go into, or the like put it as a post, like a community post, like we're gonna go live. Appreciate that. Major win. What's up? What up? Glad you guys caught me. I was getting ready to hop off of here. All of the above. Nice. Yeah, so yes, different stores. Okay. So I'm thinking that the problem with going to a lot of the stores is they have shit. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Major Win. Is that they have shit for Wi-Fi, right? And sometimes you can, like the shirt. Nice. See, that's the second compliment I got on this Jurassic Park shirt. I only got about 7 shirts, so I'm kidding. I only got about 7 shirts. It seems like they're only the ones on the videos. They're like every Like, I'm like, dude, this looks like I've been wearing the same shirt over and over again. I think I talked about that too in some of my earlier videos. I was like, this is like weeks later with a different shirt on, like the same like the next 4 videos, I got the same shirt on. It was just hilarious. Right. One for each of the JP movies, right? Yeah, no kidding. Right, no kidding. Yeah. I can't even remember what shirt it was. It might have been like I don't think it was like the Dunder Mifflin or something, but it was like one of my other shirts was like in 4 videos in a row. They 4 videos in a row was the same shirt. It's absurd. I just watched this guy just drop garbage on the ground. Fucking classy move. Dickwad. So we are thinking about since JP's here, we'll hang on, or since Major Wins here, we're gonna stay on for a second. JP, the Jurassic Park got me thinking about JP. We'll stay on for a second more. What kind of do you guys like the intros? Major Win, do you guys like the new intros? I don't know if you've seen the older videos and if you've seen the newer videos where I show the previews, chop the previews and stuff. Just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. If you don't like it, just say you don't like it. I mean, you know what I mean. It's not putting you on the spot. Or if you only watch shorts, you only watch shorts. We did like that with one of your recent thrifting vids. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that was, yeah. Yeah, that was, I do like the previews, and I've done it with some of the other videos just to kind of give a heads up of like what's in there. Long content. Yeah. And I do too. So the shorts do so well. It's weird. But the preview, because of my retention, was being lost at the very beginning. So I'm like, well, kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone there, and just get the preview, chopped up in the beginning, and then then you've got an idea what it's going to be throughout the video. So I thought that was good. I kind of like that, how it flows a little bit. Obviously going live in store sounds fun, but the Wi-Fi is crap in a lot of stores, and Walmart is good. Meijer's pretty decent too, actually. We put stuff on in the background when we work. Right, that's what I'm saying. We love hearing about processes, challenges, overcoming new things. Right, you're trying. Yeah, for sure. And I've been doing this a while. And so anything new that I find or anything old that I figure out or relearn is what doesn't work now and what used to work, because that seems to be the way it is. Yeah, for sure. That's what I always did, was put it, I'm not saying I like to listen to my own voice, but I put my own stuff on and I'll just to remember some of the stuff I'm even talking about. And some of those things spark another thing in my head that goes, oh yeah, I've got to check that store. Like, what am I doing? I haven't been to that store. Like, I remember the layout of the store, and I remember getting those things at that particular location. And I go, well, shit, I got to get back there because, I saw something that wasn't quite on sale enough yet, and I haven't been back there, in that amount of time. See, how long have you been on YouTube? I have been on YouTube less than a year. So I believe, here's another funny thing. So I started this on Independence Day. I started the YouTubing, being a tuber, on the great American holiday of our independence. And 4th of July. So that was the first time I was on. I think I might have been 2 days before that, but the first video I put on was like the 4th, I believe. Who do you watch? Yeah, easy to remember. Yeah. And so I was like, well, what could be more patriotic than succumbing to the YouTube juggernaut? I was like, and who do I watch? So I used to watch I used to watch Richie Hustles. Richie Hustles was my motherfucker. I used to watch that dude all the time. He's the guy that got me started. Resells, all these guys. Like I watched Nikki Kirk for informational stuff. Nikki Kirk is great at her old stuff. Is all about like how you do this, how you do that. You know, figuring out this, figuring out that. You know, explained by a girl, right? Which is a lot easier sometimes. She explains it in a different way. It's not so nonchalant, not the way I would, do it. And so you're talking, right? Yeah, absolutely. Reezy used to be the big dog. Of course, you learn a ton of stuff from Reezy. Like, watched some of his first stuff when he first came out doing uh, the stuff like going to Home Depots and getting all the lamp heaters, all these outdoor heaters, filling up a U-Haul truck and going 16 hours and, hitting up different cities that they had bought all these at. Is he still in it? Yeah, he is. He's got a I can't remember if he's doing he's doing online skateboard, like boards, like they do custom boards and stuff. Since we've probably seen some of his videos, he's done some recent stuff too, but he only does it every now and again, and they're not super long. And he just had one about I believe repricers. Was it the fastest repricer? And I don't remember what it was called, the brand, but it was the fastest repricer. So yeah. Richie motherfucking Hustles is the man. He stopped doing it for a while. He got suspended, I believe, on Amazon, and then I think he got his account back. He had 2 accounts at the time. I think he got suspended. I'm not really sure that he kind of let that out, but I'm pretty positive. And if not, he's seen my stuff before, so maybe he could say no. But this is basically what I do is what he was doing. So what got me into reselling? The Pando, the Demic. And I was like, little whatever. I'm like, ways to make money, blah, 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 blah. Same thing everyone else does. Type in, how to make money, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was fucking bullshit. I thought this was all bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. I thought there was no fucking way that I had never heard of this in my life, right? And how is it possible that everyone has heard of this and I don't know anything about it and they're really making money on it? We kicked into it. Right. Yeah. Yep. And I couldn't understand. If it was real. And I don't know, was it 6 weeks plus? I was like 6 weeks plus. I was like treating it like a job where I was like, okay, so research and I notepad and I'm watching 12 hours of, Richie Hustles and Reezy and Nikki Kirk and like some of these people. And I'm like, okay, is this real? Like, I'm like all about the retail part of it. Cause I'm like, I don't really get into, shopping online. I never shopped before this. So I'm like, I hate shopping, but I'm like, number one, he's filming it while he's shopping. And he was one of the only ones to really do it back then like that. Yeah, I do like 20%, 10, 20, 15, 10, 15, 20% OA. Now, like I do OA for replens, right? So I do a lot of OA for like replenishables. And that's how I, do that because I know, you just can't do replens really in the RA world. It just doesn't work. Yeah, online arbitrage. Yep. So OA is, online arbitrage. And you can reverse source. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can get crazy into it, and I'm fine with it. The margins just aren't there usually, but I like replens. But I like the idea of physically going and grabbing these things. So, that tangible thing meant a lot during that time. And you could run out and not many people were going to the stores. And so it was there was so much clearance. It was like the golden age of clearance. I thought I was a fucking genius or something when I first started going. I'm like, I'm the greatest reseller ever. I'm like, I am better than, 70% of these people on here on YouTube that I'm seeing. I'm like, I'm scoring more than they are. I've got more shipments being sent in. My numbers are better. I'm like, I thought I was the Mac daddy. And some of that was true, but then some of that was also just the time that it was, right? And so then maybe, was it last year? The last year or the year before, maybe, was the seller annihilation that Amazon did, the reseller annihilation, where they were suspending everyone. And they just, started booting people left and right, and people were getting suspended and resellers were getting kicked off, and they were like gating everybody and everything all over again. And they're still kind of doing it a little bit here and there, but not as much. But it was like impossible to get ungated, and they were doing crazy stuff. Yeah, man, just pulling, these toys, these dumbass toys, because everybody was shopping online, and there was so much that you could just find, and you could find them everywhere, and the prices weren't tanking because there weren't enough purchasers out there in the world. And it was a glorious time. And it's like that now sometimes. Like, there are certain items. It's definitely not like the 4 or 5 cart gangs, although in some of my older videos that I first started, some of the ninjas and the ollies and stuff like that, pan sets, hint Reno, some of those pan sets at ollies and stuff, I was going crazy with. I was going absolutely crazy with, and it was truckloads full of them at every place I went to. And so it's still like that. You can still find those deals. You can still find those deals, right? You can still find those deals, And the problem now is that you either shit or get off the pot with them. You either go, balls out with it. Sorry, but you either go crazy with it or you don't. And then you're timid and you lose out. So you can either, sit there and worry like, oh, fuck, is this going to be good? Is this going to be good? Or just go crazy. Trust either whatever you know or don't know, but don't go, there's going to be $1,000 mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, $100 mistakes. I'm pissed at myself when I lose, $20. I don't like losing $20. I don't even care. $10. I am not happy about it because that's a lot of money to me still. It's always going to be a lot of money because I'm a cheap ass. It's like a $5 shirt, bro. Anyway, what advice would you give to someone just starting out? The advice that I would give to someone starting out, right? Do you guys do RA? Retail arbitrage, yes. RA, yep. Retail, yep. A little bit, not a ton anymore. What do you do? Do you do wholesale, or do you do like garage sales or thrift stores, or are you just starting, like you're just really starting? We sell a lot of vintage clothing. That's interesting. I know nothing about vintage clothing. Built up relationships with estate companies, and we clear them out before the dumpsters do. That's fucking fantastic. That sounds awesome. I'm interested in that as well. That's cool. That's definitely a thing. I do not know anything about vintage clothing, but it's, people spend all kinds of money on that shit. They'll spend all kinds of money on that stuff. Yeah, nostalgia. Yeah. So if you don't know, like if you're thinking about just doing, I know nothing about vintage clothing. It's what we tell ourselves every day, right? Right. Yeah, no kidding. What platforms? Yeah. Reno's got that other question. Yeah, for sure. eBay, Poshmark, Macari. Right on. I'm sure you're loving the no fees on Macari. A few others. Right on. It's hard to keep track of all those ones as well, and that's what I found. Like, I do Amazon, Walmart, and eBay because it's just so, when you start getting into too many, it's just too many. You just start going, running in circles, like, to cross list and all that stuff, and to make sure you've got the right inventory. It's just too much. And then you forget something, then you run out on a site that just magically sells something for no reason. We don't sell well on Macari, just barely cracking that. All right, gotcha. So if I was to tell you to start, you want to know about retail arbitrage? Is that what you're asking? Like, if you were just starting doing retail arbitrage? Okay. I would go to. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the worst advice real quick that everyone will tell you. You know what I'd like to start doing is start selling books. You should start selling books. That's where I'd start. No, don't fucking start selling books. It's the worst. It's the worst advice ever. It's the worst advice ever. Start selling books. Just Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and website. Right on. Reno is a guru. He is a he is a what's the other thing? The guru expert. That's what those things are. Gurus, experts. You'll find a lot of them on YouTube. So what I would do, Major Win, is I would not sell fucking books. They're heavy. They are easy to fuck up with. You don't know what you're doing, and they're easy to fuck up if you don't know what you're doing. And you can definitely do something easier. So like if you're into vintage clothing, I would like do some kind of parallel to that, which would be something that is in new clothing, right? So like, clothing brands. I might start doing something like thrift stores. I would probably hit thrift stores if you know that niche. If you know that, category, clothing, then, thrift stores is where you need to be. You need to go to the thrift stores. They've got all kinds of stuff. Now, even, bigger cities, right? People throw away a bunch of shit. There's a ton of garage sales that you can go to that are in bigger cities, that in posh neighborhoods, rich neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Not too rich that they can't have a garage sale because of the HOA, but rich enough where they're going to sell things that you can get into. And just, you and the wife have, just a Sunday or whatever doing it. A couple places, grab an overpriced Starbucks or whatever it is, and, hit them up. Tons of people out there for that. I'm not into that stuff. But niche, clothing, vintage clothing, bin stores sell new clothes at cheap prices. Right. Don't sell them on Amazon. Right. Yes. The problem is that new stuff, I sell 99.9% stuff new. The small thing I will sell, whatever. If, Major Win, you are looking to get into for real retail arbitrage, right, you would have to hit one of the big dogs. So you're going to have to get an Amazon account, be ready to do that. You can get a whatever to try it out. You don't have to be a business. Walmart, you have to be a business. eBay, since you already sell on eBay, the problem is that new shit doesn't really sell that great on eBay until you learn what sells on eBay. Apple products sell really well on eBay. See, now I'm giving away all the stuff. Chargers, if you can find them cheap, they've got to be new, right? Sealed, new speakers, things like that. So, things like that. So, you're definitely going to want to, sell things and look for things that you know. You have to know what the things are to sell them. Don't try to get into stuff you don't know. Like, I never sold beauty and stuff like that until here recently, and I was trying to figure out every single thing I could about some beauty products, because I do not have any idea. I do not have any idea at all, even in the littlest. Cell phone cases sell good on eBay and Walmart. No shit. Cell phone cases? I was looking at like cell phone cases, but I did not know about Walmart. Do they return them a lot? Because I was looking at cell phone cases on eBay before too, and I was shocked. I was shocked at that they actually sell. Because they're just a fucking dime a dozen, and I can get a shit ton of them. We've been debating our next big move, either Amazon new smell items or whatnot, lower value clothing. Moves fast. Yeah, whatnot, I don't know. If you talk about big moves, do Amazon, right? Big moves. Big moves, big money, right? If you want to start, doing Amazon, you definitely want to do new, and you want to scan a shit ton once you finally get that Amazon account. Just scan and scan and scan, and then you'll start like feeling out what really works and what doesn't work. You're going to be gated. If you're going to start scanning clothes, you're going to be gating everything. So Under Armour, Nike, Adidas, you're never going to sell anything. North Face, you're never going to sell any of that stuff. Well, I mean, not never, but just not now. No, I have a cell phone repair shop by me, right? So I moved some of their extra stuff. We split the profit. Nice, dude. Yeah. I can get a shit ton of that stuff. It's good to have those relationships. See, you guys? That's what it's about, man. It's about bringing people together. Yeah, that's awesome. I can get a ton of cell phone cases. That's crazy. I might start looking into that. Move over, Reno. Here I come in the cell phone case business. Stay away from OtterBox. No. See, I'm fine with OtterBox. I'd be fine with it. I know they try to do whatever, but I just point them to their own case. Their own lawsuit that they had. I would point them to that. And I know OtterBox with their stuff. All right, guys. I have got to get off here. An hour and 17 minutes. It's like 9 o'clock where I am. And it's getting late. I could talk reselling all night, but I got to go. Anything else before I leave? You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Please like all the videos. It really, really helps. Some of my videos don't get that many thumbs up. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would thumbs up all the shorts and all the videos. Join the Discord. There you go, Reno. I appreciate you. I'll have to make Reno a moderator of this mother. Once we start getting some more rubberneckers in here, All right, guys. I appreciate you. Take care. Right. Join the Discord and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys in the editing. Bye.